What's happening, everybody? We got a brand new Counts Customs YouTube video for you. You got to check this out, man. It's a way cool bike. It's a 2007 Harley Davidson Road Glide. A gentleman named Jeremy, and he did this bike as a tribute to his brother that is no longer with us. God bless Jeremy and his brother. This bike is gorgeous, man. Shan took it apart, put it back together, and of course Ryan just did some amazing paint on this thing. So enjoy this 2007 Road Glide. And listen, there's a whole lot of people that are watching this video right now that don't necessarily follow us. Hit that follow button. You're gonna love everything we post. You guys rock. Enjoy this video.
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Jeremy.
Nice to meet you, man. So what we got here?
It's a 2007 Road Glide. It's got some hard miles on it.
Hard miles, meaning?
Well, you know, this was my brother's bike, and he rode pretty hard.
Okay. It's pretty decent. He kept a clean bike.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things on there that I think needs improvement and stuff, and
Okay.
We'll see, just tear it down and see how it goes. You know, when he passed away, he had big plans for this bike.
Okay.
So I just really want to just kind of fulfill some of those plans. But at the same time, you know, this is going to be a memorial bike to him, but also going to be my everyday rider because I'm going to get rid of my bike. So we kind of have to do a little, you know, both of our,
compromising.
yeah.
What's been done to the motor already, if anything?
The hits. I know that.
It looks like Screaming Eagle.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know. When he got this bike, it just was a regular stock motor. He ended up doing some head work on it. The more he got into it, the more he was like, well, there's other things he wanted to do. He wants to really make this bike, you know, a hot rod. All of his other bikes were, you know, were hot rods, Dynas or FXRs. He wanted to try to get a Road Glide in like a
Put it in that category?
category. You know, he built those handlebars. So the only thing that I really care about on the bike that needs to stay is the handlebars.
Okay.
He made these handlebars.
So he was a fabricator?
Yeah.
Nice.
One thing I noticed on this bike is that the way I ride, these floorboards need to be moved up a little bit.
So you got to stretch out.
Yeah, I'm
stretch out a
thinking
bit.
maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches.
Okay.
If we could do that.
Yeah, they make adjustable
yeah.
mounts now. If we're going with some bad dad stuff, I kind of follow them because they're like they set the, you know, they set the standard for these style
Body
of
models.
bikes for the
No,
bagger body.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I just don't know what we could get away with. You know, and I imagine that when we change the front tire and the wheel and different fender, that is going to be a little sucked in a little bit.
You will come up.
Yeah.
Some guys actually lower the bike, which I wouldn't recommend, only for the fact that because you're going to have all this stuff behind you.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, so it doesn't have any speakers in here. I'm not sure if the head unit works or not, but I know that he blew the speakers out and was going to replace them. He just never got around to it. So
Gotcha.
I'm not looking for like a big booming or with speakers in the back or amp or anything, but just a good quality front speakers, and you know, it works really good.
Oh, thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Hey, how you doing? Jeremy, how you doing today?
Pleasure to meet you, Ryan. What are your ideas on the paint?
This bike was my brother's who passed away.
Sorry.
So certainly black is going to be what he would want. I mean, I have a couple ideas and see what kind of creative ideas you have.
Yeah, honestly, the customers point me in the right direction.
Yeah.
Kind of take it from there. The graphics, I got that done in my head. Do you want anything?
Something really specific.
Memoriam or anything?
Yeah, you know, I was thinking like his name and, you know, some dates maybe on the side.
We go with bad dad stuff. The tank extensions from them that run into the side covers. I told them how we put it together, and then you make it perfect.
Yep.
I appreciate you bringing it to
Hey,
us.
no.
Thank you.
Man, I appreciate you guys taking it. That's going to be a pretty awesome.
It'd be in good hands. So I rarely get this opportunity to come and see what you do. I know I work on your bike, but we're here at Carvana And Jeremy with this 07 Road Glide is giving us an inside peek at what he does. So come check it out.
Just to make a long story short, I had my own company. And I was a contractor for Carvana since 2015, 2016. And started building these and started installing all the equipment and stuff. And, you know, I told you about my brother and 2 other employees that passed away in a tragic accident. So my heart just wasn't in keeping my business together. But Carvana's always been a really great company that I've worked for and contracted for. And they've always wanted me to come to work for them. So the plan was that I could dissolve my business, come to work for them, open up a whole new department and do everything that my company did for them, and we just do it in-house.
Perfect.
So it's been a pretty good relationship. You know, it's a whole different ball game between having your own business as a contractor and then working for somebody. So it's a whole new different stressors.
Gotcha.
So we can go on over here. You know, if you're coming here, it's by appointment only, pretty much. So if you're coming here, you bought the car already.
So you just go online and just purchase it?
Yeah.
Oh, your wheels look nice.
It's good.
Especially with the Avon tires wrapped on it.
Good. Awesome. I like that design
It's tastefully done.
because I've seen a lot of bikes, been a lot of these bike shows. I'm like, what the hell would they put wheels like that on there with that paint? You know, and
Yeah.
you know, it's just a distraction. You know,
I'm
and,
glad you went with that and not the thick spoke wheels. Like, to me, I really don't like those thick spoke wheels. They're heavy, hard to balance.
yeah, but that's one thing I heard is they're hard to balance.
Hard to balance. I mean, they're vulcanized and whatnot. They're good. They're like just like a billet wheel would be. Like, you can, if you add a flat, you can just plug it. But man, it's heavy.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of reciprocating weight. Yeah, it's a lot of
So do you ever have problems like with those like big mammoth spokes? Do you do like
Yes,
the balance
tons.
piece, or do you use regular?
I tried both.
No, I mean I like those wheels. I think those wheels gonna look really good.
But it modernizes everything too.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, even though 07 and like you know today's not that big of a difference, but you can tell there's a lot of dated, like you know, like the rear fender or the rear lights and the way it is set up. You know, so I wanted to kind of like have it more dated and stuff.
Yeah.
So I can operate this from my phone, my iPad, from my house. I can do everything remotely for any facility that we have. We have 39 of these across the United States. This is our 4.0 version. You know, this is Vegas, so we designed one that's more of a, you know, jackpot style.
Right.
And put the coin in the side here, and it activates based on your appointment and everything. You know, where your car is at, and then it has the top-down camera view of your car coming down. We do have a lot of different cameras in here that we're going to do some different touch software, better customer experience. But yeah, it's pretty neat. You guys want to go for a ride? But yeah, it's a neat design. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Thank you for the patience.
Hey, no problem. I know that we ran into some issues.
Yeah.
I expected some of that.
Yeah. And there were, you know, things like the glove box doors. The hinges were shot.
Yeah.
So we had to literally 3D print new hinges
Oh, really?
and make those work. And say, Shannon, bring that beautiful bike out, man. I can't wait for you to see this in the sun.
Holy. Damn. Oh, that is incredible. It looks like a totally different bike.
The handlebars, that's what
I hope so.
Oh my God.
Because no offense to your brother, but when the bike came in, it was a mess. So
Yeah.
God, I hope this does not look like it was.
Oh my God. That is incredible. You nailed it on the paint.
I figure from our conversations and the skeleton thumbs up that the bone lettering would be perfect for it.
That's perfect.
Oh my God, this is incredible.
So Jeremy, Chris helped me out a lot on the paint because I was going in slightly different direction. And she's like, I don't think so. I said, you know what? I know what we can do. It's no big deal. This is quick and easy. And
No, it is incredible.
So she helped out a lot.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, it's got that wow factor and really subtle that just wants to pull you in.
Oh, it looks like a
Yes.
It looks like a death machine.
Yes, it
really does.
It is the death.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is thick.
I mean, it was just a little more than just body and paint.
So like we talked, I tried to keep the graphics off of the middle of the bike. So when you get a front view and a rear view, it just looks like a black bike. That's when you come around the bike and you're like, oh wow, look at all this. It's that tractor beam effect that keeps you moving around the bike.
Yeah.
You were wanting mostly like grays and blacks, but yeah, I snuck some pearl in there for you. It's all the honeycombs.
Oh yeah.
You get it in the light, it actually gets brighter
Oh yeah.
than the gray because it's a pearl. So it adds a little more visual depth without actually shading anything. It just designed itself, honestly.
Wow. Yeah, it's incredible.
Good call on all the wheels and the brakes, and I mean, it doesn't look like a slouch.
No. How's it perform? Pretty comfy?
It is a little different than it came in as far as, I mean, yeah, you do have your performance, your new cams, big bore kit, bottom end has gone through. As far as your suspension, you got Legends suspension front and rear. I mean, that makes a hell of a difference on this thing. And it's like, you know, the Avon Cobra Chrome tires, you know, you'll stick to the road with that stuff. But no, good job on picking. I mean, that's the factory fairing.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be able to tell. You would think that it's like a whole kit. The fenders are all different, all, you know, Bad Dad's stuff that fit really nice on the bike. And that was the one of the seats that you've given us. We just kind of trimmed it, tucked it in there, recovered it.
Oh yeah.
Nice choice on the pipe too. You know, that made a difference.
Yeah, you've kind of changed our minds around here because we usually like the split exhaust, so it balances out in the back. But with the black paint job, you don't notice that the exhaust is offset, but you get the better performance with 2-in-1, you know?
Well, my brother was a big fan of Thunderheader, and we tried to get one, and it was too long way. I prefer Pisani. We always go 2-in-1, and it's we think it looks great, and that's one of the reasons we wanted to go with just a single cutout on the rear.
Yeah, when I took it apart, the Thunder header that was on it, I mean, it's seen better days.
Oh, yeah.
It's Frankenstein stitched, so who knows where it came from, but it was on the bike.
But no, this thing this is incredible. The paint, everything about it.
A good choice on the radio too. I mean, the Soundstream head unit with the Fosgate speakers and stuff. I mean, it just,
I think it looks cool.
yeah. I mean, nowadays people just, you know, just put earphones in and go.
Yeah, I wanted something that, you know, because the bike it's an 07. I wanted something that bring it to current date. You
By
know?
today's
You know?
standards, 07 is damn near an antique.
Exactly.
It really is. But I personally like working on 07s. That's like my cutoff.
Yeah.
07 and earlier, because there's so much you can do to that bike. The newer bikes, you know, there's only so many things you want to do to it, and then it's just, it might run, it might not run.
So you had problems. The brake pedal wouldn't fit, the one I ordered, or the rear passengers.
So the Nest kit that came, everything would fit but that brake arm. So it's a different bushing.
Oh, okay.
This bushing's smaller than the other one, so it would just be floating around and whatnot. So, which this pedal is the longer pedal to begin with. Everything worked on the bike.
Yeah.
I've had problems before with putting aftermarket switches on stuff, and being that everything did work, I mean, Ryan painted the bars with all the wiring in there. I want to know how your brother got it in there, because well, these old bikes have a lot of wiring in the handlebars. And he made them custom. I know he did it, yeah.
When he made those, he's like, I'll never make another set again.
Yeah.
That's a typical story.
No, I took it apart. I tugged on the wires a little bit. I'm like, nope, leave it alone. I checked the ohms on it, made sure nothing was touching in it. I said, Ryan, don't yell at me, but you're getting these bars with tinfoil hanging out
And
of
I
them.
got no problems with that. I know once the set of bars are wired, don't touch that.
Did you do the the solo seat the same diamond?
Yes.
Oh man, and fits right up in there too.
It fits up different because it was a Corbin style seat.
Yeah.
This one I had to basically, one side was a little trimmed more than the other, so I just kind of copied it, added some foam to it, but the other seat is just basically like how I took the cover off and recovered it to make it look just like this. The clutch cable might hang down a little bit. It's only because they normally are tied to the frame, but you have the chin spoiler.
Yeah.
So and I couldn't put it behind it because it would kink the cable.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man.
Just know it's there. You know, it's right there. I love that nose piece.
And that really makes it look, you know, to date.
Yeah.
I've always been a big fan of the shark nose
Yeah.
fairing, and that just really just kind of brings it to today's style. I mean, it looks like just a totally different bike.
I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it.
No, but you guys knocked it out of the park, man. It's just unbelievable.
Definitely not going to blend in anymore.
No.
It's not, right?
No.
It's not.
You're going to find it in the crowd.
It definitely put some weight on it. It looks so beefy. You know, it was slim.
Well, coming up in the front too, because you're coming from like a 16 or whatever, the stock wheel,
Yeah.
to a 21. It raises it, which the bike to me handles better.
Oh, it's definitely taller. Yeah.
I set the sag in the shocks, and they're adjustable. You can set, you know, the rebound and whatnot.
No, it's awesome. I mean, it's incredible. Yeah, I don't think I would change anything at all.